5 regrets you should avoid having. The feeling of regret arises when one looks back and wishes they had done things differently to avoid bad outcomes. Opportunities missed can lead to feelings of regret. Poorly made major life decisions typically cause intense, long-lasting regrets. According to studies, people often regret their interactions with others and their inability to do certain activities. Making choices that align with who you are can help you avoid having to live with regrets later on. In today's video, we'll go over some of the most typical regrets people have and offer advice on how to prevent them in the future. Number 1. Wishing that you had more adventures. When a person realizes that their life is coming to an end and takes the time to look back on it objectively, it is simple to see how many of their dreams have not been realized. Most people have not even accomplished one half of their goals, and they had to face death knowing that it was because of the decisions they had made or failed to make. Few people are aware of the freedom that comes with good health until it is taken away from them. Most of us tend to concentrate on whatever is immediately pressing, whether it be emails, phone calls, texts, or news headlines. It is quite simple to become sidetracked by the day-to-day activities of life and lose track of the essential responsibilities necessary for achieving our long-term mission, values, and goals. When you're on your deathbed, looking back on your life can help determine what's most important. Number 2. Wishing you would have been brave enough to talk about how you felt. In times like this, people have a tendency to realize that they squandered a great deal of time while life was normal because they cared too much about the wrong things. They feel bad about the things they cared about a lot. When life was at a normal pace, they continued to focus the majority of their attention on trivial matters, year after year. To maintain harmony with those around them, many individuals repress their emotions. As a direct consequence of this, they never realized their full potential and instead chose to live a life that was unsatisfactory to them. Because of this, many people developed illnesses connected to the anger and hatred they carried with them. If you're enjoying this video so far, then please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel if you haven't yet. Now, let's continue. Number 3. Putting too much effort into pleasing other people. People pleasers are notorious for going to any lengths necessary to ensure the satisfaction of others. Although it's generally a good idea to be helpful and nice to others, going out of your way to please other people might leave you feeling emotionally drained, agitated, and anxious if you do it to an extreme. It is essential to be aware of your limitations, to clearly define your boundaries, and then convey those limitations. Be detailed and clear about the responsibilities that you're willing to take on. If you feel that someone is asking too much of you, you should let them know that their request is beyond the scope of what you are willing to do, and that you cannot assist them in this matter. People don't recognize that they're taking advantage of you, because all they know is that you're always willing to help out. They have no reason to question that you will appear whenever you must do so. They might not realize how thin you are being stretched or how overcommitted you can be. Number 4. Putting too much emphasis on the accumulation of possessions. This one comes up in a surprising number of conversations. The fact that one can choose to be happy was something that many people didn't understand until the very end. They continued to behave in the same predictable ways as before. The so-called comfort of familiarity overflowed into both their emotional and physical lives. Impacting both aspects of their lives. Because of their anxiety about the future, they pretended to others and themselves that they were content. But in reality, they secretly yearned to be able to laugh freely and incorporate more fun into their lives. Number 5. Neglecting one's physical well-being and health. It turns out that seemingly insignificant lifestyle decisions might come back to harm people in their golden years. For instance, founder Stephanie Vardavis wishes she had formed the habit of engaging in frequent, rigorous exercise. Your blood vessel strength increases. There's a rise in brain oxygen levels. Your intelligence increases. We can finally say that life is improving. Not even Kurt Vonnegut could resist jumping on this bandwagon. The sight of regret is a terrible thing. The best way to remember the things you've learned is to write them down and read them whenever you need a refresher. Alter your optimistic outlook. Learn to have compassion for oneself. If you need a diversion, try something new. Try to make amends if you can. Put your regrets on paper. Well, that's all for today's video. Tell us in the comment section what you thought of this one. I hope that you found this video interesting. If you want to see more like this, then please consider subscribing for more. And don't forget to give comments and provide us with your valuable feedback. We'll see you in the next video with some more interesting facts and stories. And until then, stay tuned.